The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 15 on it. 15 on it. 54.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On second and 10, Murray. And some room to roam now. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it second and goal. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's third and goal.
Great. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Oh, try. The pass. Watch the pass.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Brings up second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Murray, they'll roll him out right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray being chased out left. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 19 yards away. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, Larry Fitzgerald, the catch, back on September 29th, moved into 2nd place all-time in receptions in NFL history with catch number 1326 past Tony Gonzalez.
Is that 1,326 catches?
It's caught inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gun.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Flush to his right. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, Charles, taking a step back for a second. Let's look at the undefeated teams still left in the NFL. We got New England, KC, they're 4-0. And then San Fran, they were open last week. They didn't have a game, so they're still at 3-0. We only have 3 teams left.
And they had the easiest path, not just because they had the open week, but how about New England getting challenged by Buffalo? Yes, they were on the road, but you don't often think of Buffalo as a team to really press New England. They did. And Kansas City, they got a heck of a test in Detroit. Had to score with 20 seconds left on the clock to win that game. So both of them remained undefeated, but not without struggles.
That's the interesting thing about Buffalo. I think we learn more about them in their one loss this year than we have in their 3 victories.
I think we would say the same thing about Kansas City because of how they got pressed, but we'd also say the same thing about Detroit, how they played Kansas.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Set, ready. Hey, hold on. 54 Mike. Exit, exit. Hey, what's up?
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. He got it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Eluding the pressure into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
When it ain't. 43. Come on. You better bring it.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. An 18-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Murray steps away to his left. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Murray now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. On play action, it's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Newton. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Check, 43. Oh, you got it?
1st and 10 at the 40.
Newton on 1st down. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Here we go. Ready? Right here. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Newton now to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hogan. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to throw, Newton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Hey, pick your game up.
Throwing again. Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Newton now to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He's coming.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Partner, earlier we were talking about the undefeated teams in the league. Let's switch that and look at the teams at the bottom, like Miami, Washington, Denver, etc. Who is there hope for that is off to a really rough start?
And if we're talking about hope, are we talking about this season or are we talking about the future?
Well, let's do in the future.
Okay, in the future.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And this will be 8. Touchback is at Sales over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start by running the option to the right. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
The throw left side complete to Hogan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Second and 11. At the 46-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Deontay Thompson. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Complete to Curtis Samuel. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fielded just inside the 30. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the gun, Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Again, it's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4. Down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Check safety, check safety.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Great. 8. 43. Check. 43.
He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Now it's Newton. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
McCaffrey, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Newton's going to keep it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, they picked it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Great. D, tighten up. Put it to the cat.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL.